Let's go. Give us a second. Get Instagram on board. Y'all know how it goes. Come on, StreamYard. Get it together. Oh, Instagram, we might have to go without y'all today. Oh, no. There we go. Okay. All right. Perfect. Boom. There we go. Yay. Okay. Hello, and welcome to this sacred session. I am Abiola Abrams, and this is Manifesting School that we have been doing. And I'm really feeling our daily session. So maybe even after our 30 days of Manifesting School, today's around day, I don't know. Probably about day 20 or so. Maybe it'll keep it going. I would have to maybe either do it later in the day or earlier in the day. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But come on in, come into the room. So glad that you are here. If we are just meeting for the first time, I am Abiola Abrams, as I said, and we are learning our way through my new book, From Imagination to Reality, Secret Manifestation Lessons and the Law of Assumption from Abdullah, Master Alchemist. So just because, coming up with new things to beat myself up about, I was like, oh man, you know what? Because a couple of people have told me, they were like, that they felt so moved by the book and have learned so much from the book. And they said that if they didn't know me, that they wouldn't have known from the title that it was going to be a life-changing book about manifesting. And so I really feel like I should have named it something like Manifest Everything or something, more direct. But you know what? This is the title, From Imagination to Reality, because it's about taking things from your imagination, bringing them into reality. And also Neville Goddard, who was the master apprentice of master teacher, master alchemist Abdullah. He has a book named Imagination Creates Reality. So it's a bit of a spin on that. Yay! Hello, everyone. Even Pakistan is in the house. How beautiful. I'm so grateful for our beautiful global community. Hello, wonderful goddess Sapna. I'm so glad that you are here. Deep bow to you and welcome to our beautiful circle. I'm grateful for you sharing the magic and spreading the light. All right, so today we are talking about living from the end. And I also want to share with you a couple of emails that I recently received. I read your reviews, I read your emails, all of those things. So, keep them coming. Yay, Goddess Carmela says the title did grab her, so she's glad. All right, yay, all right, okay, thank you. I will take that. Thank you, Goddess Carmela. All right, let's see. Okay, so let me just show you what page we are on today. First of all, how's everybody doing? Let me know how you are feeling. What is going on with you? Yay, Ohio is in the house. Yay, okay, good. Yes, I love that Bo is saying yes, been seeing the ladders. For y'all that don't know, we are going to do a lesson on the ladders. And my people who are in my priestess program and in Manifest Your Magic know I have a funny story about the ladders, but I'll wait till we get to the ladder experience to talk about that. So let me show you. So today we are on page 122. The mystery of living from the end. The mystery of living from the end. Yes, let me just see. Lost power in last night's storm. That storm was crazy. Yeah, New York, we had a really cuckoo storm, and it's very interesting. Shout out to Oya and all of the energy. My daughter is a master manifester, and so I'm not giving her credit for this storm, but my daughter manifests things like crazy. And I have to share with you all yesterday. It was the day before yesterday. No, it was I don't remember if it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. She was obsessively talking about thunder and storms to me, to my mom, to her tanti, my sister Damali, because she watched a Daniel Tiger episode that was all Daniel Tiger's neighborhood. For those who don't know, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood is spun off. Obviously, Mr. Rogers is no longer here. Into Daniel Tiger's neighborhood. And he had an episode about the storm, and it terrified her. And so I've been telling her, like, it's okay, for like 24 hours, it's okay. There's no thunder, there's no storm. Even if there was, it's all good. And then last night, major storm, lightning, everything like that. Hi, Dios mío. But we are grateful. We are grateful for all of it. All of it is a part of our human experience. Goddess Carmela is also loving the meditations. Yes, yes, yes. If you didn't get the meditation album, go get it. Meditations for ancestral guidance, veneration, and healing. Okay? Get it, get it, get it. People are saying that it is not on Apple Music, as I said. So if it's not showing up on Apple Music, don't go there. It is on Spotify, but some people, for some reason, are not getting it on Spotify. I don't know if Spotify is regional, but you can absolutely get it on Audible, on Amazon, on Hay House, and somewhere else. Maybe Barnes and Noble, but definitely get it. I want to read you an email. Let me read you an email that someone sent me that was very powerful about the experience of the working with the meditations. Yes, come through, Daniel Tiger. Yes. Oh my gosh. Another manifesting, let me just tell you, another manifesting miracle of my daughter this past weekend. She has taken up on writing on my dry erase board in my office. She likes that better than her easel, even though she has her own dry erase board. So I took away all the markers, and I'm like, I don't know, we don't have any markers. What can we do? You can't write on it with regular markers. You need dry erase markers. What can you do? So we had her half birthday party this weekend, and one of our family friends, who's her auntie Keisha, accidentally left a dry erase marker in her gift bag that she brought. So my daughter's like, oh, look, we got it. Here's one. I'm like, don't. She is a manifesting goddess. Yay, Delta, yay. She says, I bought this book. I pre-ordered it. I've just bought the meditations. Excellent, excellent, excellent. You are welcome so much. So listen to this beautiful letter from one of our sisters, and then let's talk about living from the end, okay? All right, so let me just see if she said that it was okay to share her name. Her name is Goddess Natasha, and her goddess name, she has a goddess name also that she got from doing the processes in African goddess initiation. So I will share that as well. So here's her experience with the meditations. She says, hi, Abiola. I wanted/called to share this with you. I haven't found your album on Spotify or Apple Music yet, but I'll wait until it's added. We just talked about that. Today, I did your water element meditation found on Hay House, and I found myself floating on water right after the end of the countdown before your hot springs continuation. If you listen to the meditation, you'll know what she's talking about. I was visited by Mami Wata, first as a big snake floating in the water, and the words, it's not here to harm you, it's just observing. It's not here to harm you, it's just observing. And then in the hot springs, as I was soaking and swimming, she came as a mermaid, but I only saw her fin, and the words Mami Wata came in my spirit. Well, she wrote Mama Wata, came in my spirit. And then I heard Oshun, so both were present amongst others. An alligator came just to relax with me as well in the first body of water. I'm not sure if the snake was Mami Wata or someone else, but I'm grateful nonetheless. I'm sharing this with you because without your self-love initiation book and your African Goddess Oracle deck, I would have no idea who Mama Wata is and the depth of Oshun. So thank you for honoring your guides and yourself through sharing your gifts of love and knowledge. I am so grateful for her sharing this with me so that I could share it with you, because many of you may be having these visualizations and experiences as you are doing the meditations, and it may scare you. So I want to just let you know not to be afraid, to know that you are all in alignment. It is really beautiful, and it speaks to her power and being in tune and in alignment with her intuition. So beautiful. Thank you for that, goddess. And let me just also acknowledge your goddess name Let me get it right. See if I can find it in here. Oh man. Okay, I'm not seeing it, but I will share it later. Okay. Goddess Equalizer Oshun is her goddess name. Goddess Equalizer Oshun. Beautiful, beautiful goddess. Acknowledging you, acknowledging you, acknowledging you. The ancestors are indeed well pleased. So I will share the other letter in a little bit later. But I wanted to get into the mystery of living from the end. So living from the end in basic language is kind of what we've been talking about with the law of assumption throughout. So we all have something that we want to manifest. Type it in the comments. What are you manifesting? What are you manifesting right now? We're manifesting all kinds of things, but what are you consciously manifesting? What is it that is calling you forward right this minute? We had a beautiful conversation yesterday, and I was talking about, my own blocks and barriers and the idea of new level, new devil, and seeing someone on Instagram. And I don't know if she was real, if she was a fraud. I don't know. I mean, she appeared to be real, but I didn't research it or anything. But just the ways that it highlighted and ignited for me places, barriers, blind spots in my own manifesting, when it comes to abundance. She was talking about making $300,000 a month. And it immediately came to me. I said, I don't want to do that. And I said, whoa, well, why did that come up? Why do I not want to do that? And I realized that it was fear and the idea of more money, more problems, like, oh my God, then I would have to have like a bigger team and manage more people and possibly be busier and pay more taxes and all of these things that are really non-fears when you think about it, right? Because we're talking about manifestation. We are talking about the ability to create with our reality, and for the divine, for energetic purposes, a dime is the same thing as 300,000 a month, which is 3 million a year, right? A penny is the same thing in energetic consciousness as $1 million. It's us as human beings with our fears, our blocks, our barriers, the things we inherited, the stories we took on as we've been in Earth School. It is us that make the distinction and think that it's more challenging to manifest a home than it is to manifest a cup of coffee. You feel me? You feel me? So this is a beautiful example and important, because just to demonstrate to you that we are all in this together. And so it's going to require me going and doing my exercises in here, doing my work in here, and being like, okay, is this something that I really just don't desire? Or is it something that I could desire but have been fearful to desire? Or is an unsafe desire, something that makes me feel unsafe, something that unsettles my nervous system? Making $1 million a year, that seems comfortable, that seems regular for me, right? But then why, if I make the jump and say, okay, making 3 point whatever million dollars a year, that 300,000 a month, what's the fear? Why does that scare me? So doing the exercises and the work in here to investigate that and see, because if something is truly not your desire, it's not your desire. It may not be your desire to, I don't know, have a trip around the world. Someone else, that may be what they're manifesting. But for you, it just may not be in alignment. I had a beautiful client, Goddess Diane, who came on my first retreat to Bali. And she's like, you know what, Abiola? She's like, she was retired, incredible lady. Hopefully she's watching. I love her. And she was like, Abiola, she was like, this was amazing, but it also taught me that I don't want to travel the world. She's like, I want to go home and sit on my porch. She lived down south. She's like, I want to sit on my porch and fix up my house and enjoy my retirement. And that is amazing and perfect and beautiful. We don't all have the same desires. So first I have to investigate, is it not a desire that I have just because I don't want it? Or is it something that I fear? Because if it's something that I fear, then that's not a good enough reason to not want it, to not manifest it, to not birth it, to not create it, if it would give me more resources to be able to change the world, to build schools, to do all of these things that I say that are my vision. If I really want to build schools and make that happen, where do I need to go? Right? Living from the end, and not making the assumption that, oh my God, it's going to require me to work harder. It's going to require me to hustle more, to be away from my daughter, to, whatever it is, to, all of these horrible worst case scenarios. But remember that we're manifesting, we're creating, and all things are possible. All things are possible. Somebody could watch this and be like, oh my gosh, let's give her $3 million a year publishing deal. I don't know. We don't know. All things are possible. So rather than trying to see the whole staircase and designate for ourselves how our dreams would happen, and if we cannot make them happen, then not even allowing ourselves to dream bigger, as I've been saying for 10 years here, dream bigger. Allowing ourselves to remember that all things are possible. Type into the comments, all things are possible. All things are possible. Yes, Goddess Michelle says, why not me? Type into the comments, why not me? Why not me? Right? Why not me? Why not me? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Are there some of my Hay House fellow authors who are making $300,000 a month? Sure, of course there are. So, good question, Goddess, right? Why not me? Why not me? And one of my beautiful goddesses in my priestesshood program, she sent an email and she said, I watched your video, and she said you were talking about, your internalized fear of more money, more problems. And she was like, talking about my teaching. It's exactly in here, turning your fears around into your positive affirmations. And she's like, make it, I forget what she said, but it was something like, instead of more money, more problems, more money, more blessings, more money, more solutions. That's what she said. It was Goddess Mia, I think, right? So type into the comments. Thank you, Goddess Mia. Type into the comments. No, it wasn't Goddess Mia. It was Goddess Layla. Thank you, Goddess Layla. Type in the comments. More money, more solutions. Yes, more money, more solutions. More money, more solutions. Yes, more money, more solutions. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that Goddess Terry is manifesting a women's friendship group. We're going to get to your email in a bit. Where are you based, Goddess Terry? Let's look at that, because there's some beautiful goddesses here in the group, in the chat, in this moment, and who'll be watching this on replay that would love to be in your friendship group. Where are you based? Yes, all things are possible. Why not me? All things are possible. New job? Why not me? New home? All things are possible. Why not me? Yes, all things are possible. Why not me? Yes, absolutely. Goddess Heather says, hard and easy are just words that cause an emotion within us and can hold us back. Absolutely. And these words are just attached to beliefs, and a belief is just a thought that we keep thinking. A belief is only a thought that we keep thinking. And so we can choose to believe something else. We can choose to believe something different. Goddess Terry is in South Carolina. South Carolina. Anybody else in South Carolina or nearby interested in sisterhood? Connect with her. South Carolina. Beautiful. A belief is a thought that we keep on thinking. So I want to share with you what the resources are that are specifically in this chapter, the mystery of living from the end. And as I said, living from the end is, okay, so let's do it now. So let's play with the idea of $300,000 a month. And if it's true for one, it's true for all. I'm not just talking about me, I'm talking about the possibilities for you, for all of us who are here. Okay, here we go. She's near Myrtle Beach. Here we go. We've got Charleston, South Carolina. Okay. All right. We've got a connection. We've got a sisterhood connection. Okay. We got another goddess here in Iceland. Hello, Iceland. a little bit away. Beautiful. So beautiful to see all of you here. Okay, so I want to share with you. Yay, beautiful goddess Shanice. Yay. Oh, she says 10 years ago I started watching you after my mother and granny transitioned. I was in my lowest vibrations. 10 years later, I've manifested an entire different life. I show gratitude, goddess. Yes, goddess Shanice. Oh, congratulations on your entirely different life. Your mommy and your granny are very proud of you. All right, so South Carolina people, the page, okay, the page we're on is 122. We're looking at that page here. So, okay. So living from the end. So anything that you're manifesting. So let's take forming a goddess group, okay? Having a local goddess group. So living from the end is us thinking about what that group would be. Getting very clear, not on the logistics of where would this group come from? How would we meet? How would they, should I charge? Should I not charge? Are they going to like me? Are they not going to like the fears and all of the minutia? Right? Like I was doing and thinking about the $300,000 a month. Do I want that? Do I not? No, let's just go to the vision. What does it look like? So let's picture them together, either in her home, her backyard, a park, a beautiful restaurant, a beautiful, the highest and most elevated place that we can. And they are sitting around and having a beautiful sisterhood and enjoying each other's company and sharing their stories. So seeing it from the end, going immediately to what the vision looks like. So everyone who shared things that you're manifesting right now, I want you to just type in a more clear vision of it from the end. And hold up, I want you to speak it as if it already is so. That is the key. So seeing it from the end is jumping into it as if it already is. Okay? So not I want or I desire, but I am, I have, it feels good, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying being in this circle of sisters, and we meet once a week or once a month, and it feels so wonderful. Everyone comes from different experiences and has so much to add, and they're just so generous and funny and loving. And we've started to take trips together, and we read books together, and even watch TV shows together, and have been there to support each other now through the best of life, the worst of life. And it just really is transformational. We've seen our group manifest amazing things, and it is absolutely an incredible group that is living from the end, that is seeing it from the end. Okay, so getting very clear on it and allowing it to put in your enrich your senses with it. We meet in this backyard and it smells like gardenias. I don't know. We eat this delicious fresh fish whenever we get together, and the sauce that we have, it's incredible. You see, so I'm engaging the senses, making it richer. The colors of the garden, you should see the colors of these flowers. Oh my gosh, the brightest pinks and purples you've ever seen. These orchids are magnificent. Engage the senses. What do you see? What do you smell? What do you feel? What do you hear? Engage the senses, enrich the experience. Living from the end, not living in the how, the why, the what if it doesn't work, no, not even what if it does work, but the it worked. You see a shift. So not even what if it doesn't work is where we usually are, right? But what if it does work? The door starts to crack open to it worked. It worked, absolutely. And living in the energy of absolute belief and absolute certainty. Type into the comments certainty, absolute certainty. Certainty, fullness, and certainty. Look at that. I have beautiful tropical retreat homes to host well-being retreats. Yes, the certainty on that. That is magnificent, right? Oh, look at this juicy vision, the certainty. That is what we want. That is what we want. We want to be in alignment with the certainty. Okay, so then I talk here about the power of secrecy. The power of secrecy when it comes to manifesting. Incorporating sacred secrecy into living from the end can accelerate your manifestation. By privately holding your vision, you create a personal sacred space for your dreams. This aligns with living from the end, as it allows you to fully embrace your goals without external interference. This creates a stronger, undisturbed connection with your desired outcome. Okay? Now, I want to share something with you. If you have a goddess group or a group like this of people who are also like minded people who you know are wishing the best for you, sharing can actually accelerate your dreams. If you don't have access to like minded people, secrecy will accelerate your dreams. It is very powerful to get together and hold a vision for each other. So, Goddess Sharon, who I saw in the comments earlier, is one of our retreat alums, Goddess Retreat alum. Getting together and holding a vision for each other, seeing someone else's vision from the end with all of the senses and looking at them and having been there where they experienced that accelerates the vision because you've been there with them. It is reality. It is done. It is done. Certainty. Someone who can hold that certainty for you. So if you have a partner who can do this with you, or family members or friends who can do this with you, that's great. If not, finding a group, joining a group, being, joining a circle like Manifest Your Magic Moon Circle when it's open again, or, any kind of group, if you can get together with folks here in the comments, is incredibly powerful. Okay, but the power of secrecy, the power of secrecy. The power of secretness is about nurturing a relationship with your inner self where your desires are protected, believed in, and manifested without being diluted by external voices. When you honor your inner sacred space, you magnify your manifesting. So for me, even just talking to y'all about the $300,000 a month, and the idea of that and playing with it, that is new for me because traditionally for me, I have had to just definitely operate in secrecy and secretness when it comes to manifesting big things because of my own fears and anxieties. And I didn't feel strong enough in being able to hold on to my vision to, when questioned by others or having other people's fears or inputs on it. But now I feel like, I feel very confident in my life and in my vision. And if other people believe, cool. If they don't, they don't, that's on them. It's all good, but you have to know where you are. And that is perfectly fine. Wherever you are is perfectly fine. Okay. So then there are a couple of exercises, how to feel it in the real. How to feel it in the real, invoking your emotions, believing in your reality, and living in the end. All right. I want to read somebody's email that they sent me. I think it was from Goddess Terry, I want to say. And then I'm going to share with you your living in the end decree. So here's Goddess Terry's email that she sent about sisterhood, about having someone, folks to meet with. Goddess Terry is saying, yeah, she's had to be in secrecy too. Yeah. And then I've had, with love, my friends or whoever be like, wow, like feel like, like, wow, I didn't even know that you were gonna be doing that. Or, and having to explain to them, well, I wasn't strong enough to talk about it, like it just, for me, works. For me, secrecy works around manifesting, except for the people who are closest to me, who's my mom and my sister. So, but if you don't have that, use secrecy and use your journal and come here and talk to us who are in alignment and want your highest and best good and can see it for you. All right. Okay. All right, good. So yay, it is Goddess Terry. Hi, Goddess Terry. Goddess Terry says, hi, Goddess Abiola. This is Terry Akasha. Sorry for reading your last name if you didn't want your last name read, my beautiful goddess sister. I am in the Manifesting and Priestess program with you. Yesterday and today, I was feeling a little sad because I moved to a new location and I've been here about 3 years now. And it's very hard to find spiritual sisters in this location. Okay. So this is perfect that we are sharing. Other folks, even if you're in the South and you're not necessarily in South Carolina, please definitely let her know in the comments. Okay, she says it's okay about her last name. Okay. All right. So she says, I'm trying to figure out what kind of group I should create. to make friends here in this new city. I wonder if meetup.com still exists. Someone check and see if meetup.com, if that still exists and looks like it's thriving. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. Okay. My husband suggested that I create a women's group of my own since there are none here. I agree with your husband 1,000,000,000%. My first thought was to use the How to Create a Goddess group in the book African Goddess Initiation, and or create a book club using Imagination's reality book where sisters can come and do the exercises together. But before I create the group using your books, and I love that you do like I did, she highlighted the most important part of the text. I love that. I geek out on stuff like that. Okay. All right. But before I create the group using your books, I wanted to ask your permission and any guidance you would like to share. So for anyone who would like to use my books to create groups, I know that some people charge or you have to license them or anything like that. No, if you have purchased any of my books, please use it to create groups. Absolutely, that is the purpose. Each one teach one, please. I think that is a beautiful thing to do. And as she shared in the purple book, African Goddess Initiation, there's a specific section on how to create a goddess group. I haven't done that for this book, but I already was going to create a reading guide, but I will create a reading guide and a how to create a group around it or a book club around it. Absolutely, please do that. Both of the books are formulated to make it very easy to go through section by section, chapter by chapter, and work with a group. If you start with this book, I think that it's better to start with this book because it's going to be accessible to a larger group of people, and you'll find more people who are going to say, be more open probably in the beginning to getting together to talk about manifesting, and then you can spring it on them afterward and bring them into the goddess world. Yeah. And also with this book, you can go through some of the chapter sections. The mystery of are shorter, so they're more digestible. They are like, some of them are 4 pages each. So that lends itself very easily to a group that you can do over a year. You can say, let's get together and have a year-long manifesting group and manifest some big things together. So I would suggest use the instructions in African Goddess Initiation. I will put some together specifically for this group. One of the things that you can do is within safe circles like this one, or if you're in other related groups, is start to put the word out. I'm glad you downloaded Meetup yesterday. You can create a Meetup group if you're wanting to spend money to do so. I think I want to say it used to be something like $35 a month or something like that. So you can do that. You can create a Meetup group, or you can go to other people's groups and within their boundaries of their Facebook groups around manifesting or goddessing or, that sort of thing, and connect with people and go and post and say, hi, I'm creating this group. If you're interested, DM me and let's talk about it. I'm creating a group about manifesting for women. Get in contact with me if you are interested, and determine if you want it to be. I think that for you, because I was going to say, you could do it as a virtual group, but you're wanting local support. You're wanting to be connected locally with sisterhood. So let it be an in-person group. And even if it starts out with just 3 people, start with that. I just thought of someone who, she may be North Carolina, but I think she would be great for you to meet with. Goddess Giovanna. Let me see what her name is on Instagram. I would love for you guys to connect. And she used to own a metaphysical store. I think she owns a metaphysical massage space, but I'm not sure right now in one of the Carolinas. But I think she would be an incredible person for you to connect with. Okay, here she is. Let's see. And just like I said, just start with, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, grow from there. Meeting once a month, I think every other week is good. So ask people if they have an every other week ability. If they don't, once a month is good. Maybe you can meet once a month in person, and then every other week on, virtually. That may be a good way to go. Goddess Giovanna's name on Instagram is, let me make sure this is her and not a scam. Okay. All right. Oh, her spa is named The Culture Spa. She's at The Culture Spa. At The Culture Spa. That's her business Instagram. So I'll share that one. And from there, you can link to her personally. Tell her I referred you. And anyone who wants to go and support her business, here, I'll hold it up because she is amazing. All right. Follow her. Okay. At The Culture, spelled with a K, Culture Spa. Okay. And she's in one of the Carolinas. But I think that this is a wonderful thing that you're wanting to do. Here, I'll put some other people up here who are doing some great things. One person has shown up. More people will join soon. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great. I think that it's important that we start to connect in person again. And I promise you, I will have been doing all of the, all of the stuff around getting all of these beautiful new tools, the book, the deck, and the meditation album out into the world. But my intention is by the 4th of July to be able to make an announcement about this North Carolina retreat. January 10th through the 12th. So save the date. Absolutely come there. Meet everybody. Take them and bring them to your group. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. Okay, Bo-chan. She's close to me. She's close to me. So, okay. So let me now read to you your living from the end decree. This is on page 133. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me read this first. I feel the need to read this part first about being blocked by your current reality. I feel like I need to hear that with what I was talking about earlier. Blocked by current reality? Slam the door on doubt. Listen up. You've been tiptoeing around your current reality like it's some permanent fixture. It's not. Oh, red meat. Okay. What you're facing now isn't the end all be all. It's just a blip on the radar, a temporary stage. Stop giving it more power than it deserves. Woo. Okay, that's a word. Okay, this Abiola chick, she got something here. Thank you, Abdullah. Okay. All right. Read that again. What you're facing now isn't the end all be all. It's just a blip on the radar, a temporary stage. Stop giving it more power than it deserves. Time to slam the door on doubt and uncertainty and step into your power like never before. Got challenges? Obstacles? Who doesn't? Here's the no nonsense truth. If you're not living in the end, you're not really living at all. Ooh. You've got to believe that your dreams are already your reality. Don't half commit to this. Go all in. Type all in if you are all in. Don't just half commit to this. Go all in. The world outside might be shouting impossible, not yet, or maybe someday. But you need to be your own loudest voice, saying it's already done. Yes, all in. Got roadblocks? Use them as stepping stones. You think setbacks are there to derail you? Think again. Every single obstacle is a chance for you to demonstrate just how much you want what you're consciously manifesting. So don't crumble. Elevate. Refine your focus. Tighten up your beliefs and charge forward. This isn't the time for half measures or wishy-washy faith. Your dreams aren't going to wait for you to feel ready. They're waiting for you to claim them right now by brazenly living in the end and trusting the process wholeheartedly. You got this. Now go out there and act like it. Slam the door on anything that tells you otherwise. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the story you keep telling yourself about why you can't have them. Tear that up and throw it in the trash. Write a new story where you made it happen. Yes, write a new story where you made it happen. I think that is a good place to close. You guys can read the Living from the End decree yourself. Yes, write a new story where you made it happen. Now get to it. Door slam. Are you receiving that today? Yes, don't crumble. Elevate. Yes, all in is already done. All in, it's already done. All in, it is already done. Your dreams are not waiting for you to feel ready. Yes, 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 yes. Woo! Okay, that is exactly what I needed. Hopefully, that is what you needed too. And I will see y'all tomorrow. It already is done. Whew. Go get the meditation album if you didn't already. And for my New York folks, Saturday, I'm in Brooklyn on Ralph Avenue at the Adane Bookshop. Okay? tinyurl.com/Brooklyn Abiola is the link. tinyurl.com/Brooklyn Abiola. Love y'all. Bye. It's already done.